It is official. The California Classic is coming back to Golden One Center, and we just got word from the Sacramento Kings that the San Antonio Spurs and Charlotte Hornets will be a part of the 6-team extravaganza. You know what that means. San Antonio, the number 1 pick. The Charlotte Hornets, the number 2 pick. Victor Wembanyama and maybe Scoot Henderson hopefully making their debut here in Sacramento.
Wow.
This just came out seconds ago here on Sactown Sports 1140. Instant reaction right now, Chris
That's
Watkins.
incredible. Wemba who?
Wemba what?
That's incredible. I mean, that is just incredible from the Kings. In order for them to pull that off, I don't know what how long they've been working on that for. I don't know if it's just a coincidence that it's the number 1 and number 2 teams. But that's just incredible for that event. I mean, the California Classic, for everyone has been a great fun event to go to just as a spectator. Didn't matter really that it was the Miami Heat who didn't have many prospects, the Warriors, the Lakers. The Kings were usually doing a lot of the heavy lifting in terms of bringing the young talent to the California Classic. Now the Kings are the ones with the lowest draft pick, and they bring in the number 1, number 2 picks. That should be incredibly exciting. I'm hyped. I cannot wait. I'm just hoping that they don't hold out Scoot or Wemby in the California Classic so that their first actions in Vegas. But regardless, this is an absolutely huge moment for the California Classic, and I think it's going to be a really, really fun event, and hopefully we get a primetime Scoot versus Wemby matchup.
Yeah, that would be huge. Yeah, so here are the details. July 3rd, July 3rd and July 5th.
And 5th, not through 5th.
Yeah,
okay,
a triple header each day. Game 1 will be Heat Lakers. Game 2, here's that matchup you were talking about at 5 p.m. Spurs Hornets.
We need to make that prime time. I'm sorry. I know it's the Kings event. I know it's in your house. That's got to be prime time event. Come on.
And then the third game on July 3rd, Warriors-Kings rematch.
There we go.
So, that'll be decked out with all the Warriors fans and Kings fans. Yeah. And then July 5th, another triple header beginning at 3 p.m. Warriors-Hornets. Spurs, Lakers, then Heat. So Sacramento, the Kings don't even get that.
They're dodging Wemby early.
No, or maybe Wemby's dodging us.
Ooh,
think of it like he's like, I don't want to play against those Sacramento Kings, Jordy Fernandez or whoever's coaching the Summer League squad. They're going to have them ready. But this is a huge
that's massive.
day. This is massive. Not only the 4 teams that usually come, but to add those 2 teams. Mm-hmm. And let's not forget Miami. And I know their stars won't be playing or anything like that. But as an organization,
absolutely,
the Heat are hot right now.
Absolutely.
Making the NBA Finals. And so Vivek Ranadive in the statement, he said they're thrilled to welcome the California Classic back to Golden One Center with 2 new teams joining the exciting lineup. The event is the perfect kickoff to NBA Summer League.
It is.
Giving the fans the opportunity to watch the next generation of basketball talent and enjoy a world-class entertainment experience. And, we've had the Utah Summer League, Orlando Summer League, but this California Classic,
this is legit.
Leading into Vegas, this is going to be the one to be at.
Yeah, to me, this
next season start already.
Please, that's exactly how I feel, man. I'm just like that. That's the first thing I noticed too is July 3rd and 5th. Today, it's the 31st. We are almost a month away from basketball returning, and I cannot wait. This is going to be a great kickoff. The 3rd and the 5th should also be when free agency is really heating up as well. If I'm not mistaken, I remember at the first California Classic, news broke that DeMarcus was signing with the Warriors, and I remember the feel in the arena when that broke, just everybody talking about it, and I'm excited for more of those opportunities, but also it'll be really cool to have everyone in the building. It's going to feel like a real event. A triple header is really something you can hang out all day, bring the kids, bring the family, and just have a good time watching really, really, it's not great basketball, but it's really entertaining Summer League with all the young guys and teams just kind of put together their systems. You can also sometimes see things that will play out later in the NBA. We saw at California Classic, the Miami Heat were running point Bam Adebayo for pretty much their entire run in the California Classic. And we were like, what is this about? This doesn't make sense. Well, 2 years later,
Sure
all of a
enough.
sudden, you see Bam Adebayo with the ball in his hand all the time,
At the
making
top,
passes and doing all that. And so you see even the guys who do come. I know it's not really breaking, but I've heard whispers that the Kings are going to maybe, hopefully, have Keegan Murray maybe play in a game, especially if Chris Murray is the Kings draft pick.
Okay.
They're gonna, like, there's potential that you can actually see something real, some real players in this game. And the California Classic I'm already in for Summer League. You don't need to give me actual good players.
Right.
Now that we get Wemby, now that we get potentially Scoot as well, I cannot wait for this. And it's another, again, I think I said this yesterday, it's another star starting their career in Sacramento, the way it should be. I'm glad the NBA got the memo.
Yes, exactly. So tickets, let me pull this up here. Tickets set to go on sale Monday, June 5th. That's general public. Season ticket holders can start buying tickets on June 1st. And this is the news we needed.
Yes.
On a last day of May, getting into the dog days of the summer coming up. We need basketball back here in Sacramento. And then, bam, they dropped this one on us. So it's going to be a great event. Charlotte as well coming with, they got some young talent.
Absolutely.
San Antonio has some young talent. Lots of young talent. And so I'm excited for that. And, it's interesting because when you look at the Kings in the Summer League, remember a couple years ago, they won the Summer League championship. Right. And we thought, man, this was the start of something. Obviously, it didn't happen that year.
Right.
But we're seeing 2 years removed from that, that it was the start of something, whether it's Davion being an impact player, the vibe, the energy. It just took a while longer. And I wonder which of these teams now, whether it's San Antonio or Charlotte, will put it together and have a nice run this summer.
Yes.
And hopefully, maybe that propels them during the regular season.
Right. Yes. There's always one or two teams that absolutely load up their Summer League team with I think that's actually going to be the Pistons starting lineup day one. There's always a couple teams out there that just pretty much throw their starting lineup out there. And I would not be surprised if Charlotte or San Antonio is one of those teams. Absolutely not. I mean, I'm just excited too, because, I don't want to get too deep into this, but also, the Kings have a fantastic G League team. They have the executive of the year in the G League as well. And so, this is another opportunity for them to bring in talent. Like, it's not just because the Kings don't have a high draft pick, it might not bring in names that doesn't mean that it's just, the Kings are mailing this in and they don't care about Summer League, whatever. This is a good opportunity to see who is going to be on the Kings Summer League or on the Kings G League team, who might earn two-way contracts as well. I mean, Neemias Queta and Keon Ellis are two guys who have to earn their another. I think Neemias is out of two-way contract, so he's going to have his
second year with
exactly.
that.
He's going to have to sign an actual contract. But Keon Ellis is somebody who's going to be earning or trying to fight his way for a two-way deal. You might very well see somebody on this Summer League team, and it might not even be on the Kings. It could be somebody that they scout on another team, but you're going to see a lot of guys who are going to potentially play in the NBA in this. So this is, again, just absolutely thrilled also back in Sacramento where it should be. I know last year they had it at Chase Center. No fans were allowed in the building. Very strange decision.
I was down there for it. It was pretty bad.
Doesn't make any sense. So I'm excited because Sacramento absolutely, they love basketball. They'll show up for this. I'd be shocked if the lower bowl doesn't sell out.
Yeah, I agree with you. And the media attention regarding it will be off the hook. It will be crazy.
It'll be cool.
So once again, the California Classic is returning to Golden One Center Monday, July 3rd, a triple header. Heat, Lakers, Spurs, Nuggets. That's right. Potential number
Hornets.
one versus number two. Hornets, excuse me. Potential number one versus number two. And then the Warriors and Kings followed on July 5th. Warriors, Hornets, Spurs, Lakers, and Heat, Kings. I want to hear from you guys out there in Sactown.
I like it.
916-339-1140. Your thoughts on the California Classic coming back to Sacramento and the potential of seeing Victor Wembanyama and Scoot Henderson. We'll dive into that. And plus, are the Kings much better suited for the next 5 years than the Warriors? Taking your calls next here on Sactown Sports 1140.